Good morning. Now, I like birds just as much as the next person, but I would appreciate it if they didn't go up there. Yes, so I'm just going to temporarily block that off. I'm waiting for another one of these Manrose flush looking covers to come before I can do anything about that. So it's just the last one to go. bit of a bird stitch up. We'll see if that'll slow them down. Hopefully. Modern problems require modern solutions. Unfortunately, so obviously this is the door here, and might end up putting a little round door stop down the bottom here, but this is the only door that actually fouls before the door stop. So I'm just gonna do this for now, and it'll be a temporary solution at least. The plumbers have made a good start, so dishwasher's in. Some of the bits in here are good to go. I've got some cables there for future stuff, so that's in. Unboxed the fridge, so all the pipe work's up and behind there, so they'll have to do a join for that to bring into the back of the fridge. I didn't want to finish that off until they'd finished all the plumbing, so that they can, like, I guess, bleed all the pipes just in case there's stuff inside the pipes. I don't want all that stuff going into the fridge filter. Unpackaged, so we've got bath just sitting there ready to go. That'll go in this space here. Vanity here is all in. The broken one is outside, and yeah, it's looking pretty good. Got that on, and that'll be for this piece here. Washing machine there, ready to go. Smart toilet there, and yeah, tap isolator, and then the lead I've got going through the wall, so I can join that. And then there's that. So got the shower glass in my van, and here's the vanity's good. Really happy with how that's turned out. 250 litre hot water cylinder, so that literally was millimetre fitment in this gap. I do feel pretty bad because that would have been one of those jobs where some words were said. Anyway, they did well. I've put some capping in for the back of the outlets that are in the island here in the kitchen. So I've mounted these the other day. Black fittings with USB-A and USB-C on both ends. Same over here. On this one, behind the drawers, I've just got a junction box in behind there, and then gear capping going down. Cabling runs underneath, and then the cabling comes up into there. So this is a dedicated circuit from the switchboard, so if I ever have to put like a Zenith system or anything like that, I could still use that. I mean, there's no other loading that's going to be here, so yeah. And then what I need to do in here is I'm just going to trim out a little piece of here for the capping, so that slides back all the way. Otherwise, yeah, you're going to put something down there, it's going to slide down the back. Depth. Let's see here. Got just the thing. Actually, even better idea. I've got a offcut. Yeah, that'll work. So I'll just set this up and go from there. I dropped my renovator into a bit of a puddle one day and it's got a bit rusty. So I've tried to CRC it, but now it gets a bit sticky when I tighten that up. Anyway.
A few moments later.
Well, I measured once and I've cut once. Let's see how this goes. Oh, you beauty. So a little minor gap there, but no different to gaps everywhere else. Here's the kitchen cables. So I've got a data cable and possibly I could do 24 volt stuff for that. And then this other one, which is here, is going over to my floor box. So what I'm planning on doing now, because we've got the deck going in very shortly, I want to run all of the cabling, everything I can think of from here down to the switchboard end, and then I can run off and plan my route out there. She's pretty gnarly at the moment, but yeah, so that's my plan. I'm trying to think of all of the different things I'm going to be using. So if I run, say, 2 gel Cat 6s, I can do anything with that, and then I'll probably do a 4mm TPS and a 2.5. So the 2.5 will be to power this floor box itself, and the 4mm will come up and then go back down, and that will do anything outside, whether or not. So I've got a 6mm that's near the master bedroom coming out that corner, and then if I have a 4mm going out here, I could do a spa and then a sauna. So this was sort of a bit of an afterthought, but having this box here allows me to sort of change it as I need to. Also having the 40mm pipe here, I can, so this right hand side will be the comms side, so I can pull up anything into this box and then go there to go outside. So I might do, say, 2 datas into here and then a one that'll carry on to go down to go outside. And because this is 40mm, it allows me enough space that I can still pull like an HDMI through in the future if I need to. That's on my to-do at the moment. Still heaps of little jobs that I'm trying to tidy up. I'm just going to tie on a few cables onto this cable snake to pull it into where the DV is. Show you that. So yeah, this is the power conduit going back to the board, and then yeah, it was the drawstring. So I'll see what's gonna work for this. So I'm just gonna demonstrate how I am gonna be doing this pull from here over to switchboard area. I've found in the past this is the best method. So I fold over probably a bigger conductor. You could use 2, and then keep one going past, trim the other one around where it gets larger, so obviously where it's folded over, and then for a second cable doing something like that. So trimming one core back and then just sort of having it staggered so it pulls through nicely, and then cable lube just to make that even easier again. Now with those conduits I did set bends in most of them, so back before the pad was getting done, I tried to just use set bends rather than using elbows and stuff, so there's less joins in there, because obviously every join you're always going to catch a lip or something. So yeah. The other thing you want to do is make sure that when you're doing a tape, you pull it nice and tight. So as you wrap around, it's tight. Now in this case, I'm pretty sure I can pull that back through without too much hassle. But but yeah, like if I was ever doing one where you've only got one shot, one opportunity, and there we are. So that's going to be my join. I'm going to now stick a bit of lube on that. So I can probably just push this back down. About there. I try to leave those lids without cutting them, otherwise if I put it down the van it's going to make a mess. And now you could either pour lube down the hole or all over the cable, so I'm just going to put a little bit on the cable here and just let that run down the cable. Lather it on. So the bit that's going to get caught the most is going to be this front edge, and then obviously every time there's a twist it'll try and get snagged. So I'm going to do my best to minimize any twists, and yeah, try that. So what I'll do first is just push it down. Yep, it is behaving. I think one twist from there, to be fair. I have everybody writing the same way. Yeah, okay. Just want that to go nice and down like that. Okay, and it's out at the other end, so I'm just going to pull a bit more and then yeah, get that end sorted, and then I'll run off these drums afterwards. Hello. Now I'm going to run the Cat 6 cable through here, and then so I'll probably run 3 cables, 2 to here and then 1 going down and outside. Maybe I'll run 4. I just need to make sure that I've still got allowed space for an HDMI, and I might also run a flex cable just for 24 volt, and that will do anything that I want to do out there. Joined on this wad of cables, I've got left and right speaker, a drawer wire, a 24 volt flex, and then 4 data cables. Yeah, a few of them are gonna just pass through, and luckily I've got a 40mm pipe here and a 32 there, so the 32 will be more than enough for the few things that head outside. So I'm just gonna set that up, and hopefully that pulls nicely. Trouble with this UTP cable is as the drum gets lower, it starts coiling up a lot. So it's at the moment, it's about half a drum. Now it's going. Yeah, it's just getting caught on here. So now I've pulled all of that in here. So I've got my 2 speaker wires and me 4 UTPs, my drawer wire and me 24 volt. So I'm just going to take oil off the snake, and then make sure that the lengths are going to be long enough, and I can pull all of the excess length from here to there, and then these ones, these few here will go down and out. Oh hey, here's something I prepared earlier. Now for the extra low voltage stuff. Where's that bit of flexible that I put in there? I remember losing that. I was using this as a vacuum to suck all the water out of the pipe and it snapped off in there. It was a bit of a moment. That's that pile of cable ready for when the deck starts getting built. Oh yeah. Unfortunately, that's all the time available I have for this today. So I'm going to just do that. Something like that. These are the I guess the plates that will go in there like that, and that one will go like that, and it's just going to be beautiful. If you like these videos and get good value out of them, please like and subscribe. Any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you for watching.